This birdhouse right here is what inspired me to build this birdhouse that I'm going to build today. Today I'm going to be building this birdhouse. This is just your common bird. We have sparrows around here, so I'm going to build one of these for them. We have like a lot of the hawks that fly around, and they, unfortunately come down and they take the smaller animals and stuff like that. So I'm going to build one of these. This is my first one I built. I did not build it to where you can clean it out. So this one, I will be building it with the, I have hinges, and then I have these small hooks and staples are called. You could probably pick something like this up from your like Hobby Lobby for maybe $1.50, $2.50, something like that. So if you're interested in making one of these, stick around and I'll show you how I did it with just the scrap pieces of fence picket that I had laying around from, as you can see, planter boxes that I've sold. All right, so all you're going to need for this build is, I have a pair of pliers here. Sometimes when nailing these into the side of the box, they'll come out the side. I use pliers to pull the ones out. I have these 1-inch brad nails, 18 gauge. I have a pencil, tape measure. I have some exterior wood glue, type bond 3. I have a brad nail gun. And then also, most important, make sure you wear your safety glasses. All right. Also, you're going to need a chop saw as well. Or you can use a saw, hand saw, if you have one. All right. So all I did is, since these are 5.5 inches, or so they're supposed to be 5.5 inches, they're a little shy of 5.5 inches. All I did is cut 1, 2, 3 pieces at 5.5 inches light. So when I say light, that just means I took 1/16 off from 5.5 inches, because they're 1/16 shy of being 5.5 inches. All right. So we're going to do 3 of them right now. We'll go ahead and cut them and get them ready to go. All right. So as you can see on the tape measure, see how it's 1/16 shy of 5.5 inches. So anytime I say 5.5 inches light, that's what that means. I'm just taking a 1/16 off. All right. So get your wood and mark your 5.5 inches light right here. I have a bumblebee that's a little upset with me, I think. So you'll mark it like that, and you'll cut 3 pieces just like that. Now I'll be cutting all 3 pieces at the same time, but if you do not feel comfortable cutting 3 pieces on the chop saw at the same time, do one at a time. And there we go. We have 3 pieces the exact same size. Now remember, we're going to be making a door that opens up on the back. So all we're going to assemble right now is the 2 side pieces, and the bottom. Okay, so that's all it's going to be right now. It's going to look like a U. So it's going to look just like this. All right, make sure that these side pieces are sitting on top of the bottom piece, just like that, because if you do it this way, then you're gonna have to cut a longer piece. Now you can do it either way, it's up to you, but the way I'm doing it is I'm just gonna do it just like this, and I'm gonna nail it together. So first I just grab a little bit of glue. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. So then I just spread it along the edge here. That wasn't good. Now I usually don't rub it in, I just go like that, just do a thin line. And then I'll put the bottom piece right on top. Alright, just like so. And then all you're gonna do They just run one brad nail on each side. One there, and one there. So there you go. And make sure none of them shot out on the side. Just clean up the glue a little bit, and it looks good. That's not where it's going. So we're just going to run a small bead of glue, just like that. And we're going to put this right on here like so. Gonna flip it up, flip it upside down, just like so. All right, and then the same thing, just one brad nail. You don't gotta go crazy. There's gonna be no weight in these things. And that's what it should look like in the beginning, just like that. All right. All right, so for the top piece, as you can see, we have an overhang, just like that. So, as I showed you with the bird nest that's up on the light, I have an overhang on my roof. So that's what inspired me to do it, hanging over like that. So we know these are 5.5 inches light. So we're gonna go out, let's see. I think this one is, what's that? 6 3/4 light. So we'll go out, I think we're gonna do, I'm gonna go out to 7. So I'm gonna cut a piece at 7 inches. So 7 inches right here. I'm gonna cut it right to that. So that's 7 inches on a tape measure. So let's go cut it. All right, so there's a 7-inch. And this is gonna go right on top just like that. And then you're gonna have your overhang like you seen on the first one that I built. So we're gonna go ahead and glue that. And we'll put that right on the top like so. Alright. We do one here and one there. And that's what it should look like so far. All right, now remember, the glue is what's going to hold this all together. This Titebond Ultimate wood glue is really, really strong. I use them on all them planter boxes, and let me tell you, that's some strong stuff. So this is 6 inches now, exactly. So I'm going to cut a piece at 4 inches to cover this up, so this way the birds can still get in at the top. So I'll take this piece, all right, and I'll cut it at 4 inches. So I'll cut this piece off. That is, what's that at? That's at 1 1/4. So then I'll cut 4 inches off of this. Let me go cut that. All right, so here's the 4-inch piece. So all we're gonna do is just put it on the front like that, and it still gives the bird access to get in there and also build a nest. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. A little bit of glue. You don't have to go crazy. And we just put that on like so. We'll put a nail there. A nail here. And just flip it around. One there. Oh, we're out of brad nails. Hold on. So this is just the way you load these in here in case you're interested. And then boom. Even though there was a couple still on the strip of the last one, it'll stop working once you get down low like that. All right. So there we go so far. Oh, sorry. Pretty cool. And then now I'm thinking about just putting this on the back like this. But I feel like it's just going to be too long for the back of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down. I'm gonna make it just where it's like 3 inches sticking up, and then I'll put the hinges on so this way it just opens like this and closes. All right, so I went with 9 inches total for the backboard here. So I want to leave it like that because it looks pretty cool. just like that. So, and then now we'll put the hinges on the top here. So what I'll do is I'll take them out. Okay. So I'll keep that close. Put that one there, and that one right there. And all you do is just want to mark where the holes are going to go. So you can pre-drill them. Alright, now we got the marks on them. As you can see, got one there, one there, one there, and one there. And I'm going to screw it into this one first, because it's going to make it a lot easier. Alright, so sorry, I forgot to mention that we will need a screwdriver in this video as well. So, you want to get a very small tip. I don't know if you could see that, because these screws are super small. So all I'm going to do, instead of drilling, just poke a hole with the screwdriver, because this is a soft wood. And that's all I'm going to do for that. Alright, and then make sure your hinge folds upward like that when you screw these in. This way, when you put it together, you're not like, oh no, I got to redo all this now. Alright, so there's one screw. I'm going to keep them loose. I'll tighten them at the end. Alright, there's two. Alright, well, I won't bore you with the rest of this, so I'll show you once I have it all together. Alright, so there we go. We have it to where you can open it up, get in the back, clean it out. Alright, so now, of course, we can't just leave it like this, because then, you know, that'll be open like that. So that's why we have these. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to screw them right on here like that. Alright, so let me go ahead and open that up, and I'll put them on. Now when putting these on, put the hook parts on first. This way, once you have that screwed in there, you'll know exactly where this considered the staple would have to go. I'm gonna put them up about midway, just like that. And maybe, nah, as you can see, we'll go right there, about midway. So I just worry about with the rain and everything, and it's sitting at the bottom. That's where the wood's gonna stay wet the longest. So I don't want that to wind up rotting out on me, because these screws are super small. I would definitely use crazy glue or some kind of glue that'll keep the screws in there forever. So, all right, let me go ahead and install them and show you how this works. All right, so there we go. Now look, so as I try to pull on it, they can't get out. Now I'm not gonna put one on this side, because birds really, I mean, the likelihood of them breaking that hinge is very, very not going to happen. So, boom, you clean it out, dump it out, and there you go. And there you go. Perfect. And then they could just fly right in there, build their little nest, and happily ever after. Kids are safe from the... So, that's pretty cool. I like the way that turned out. Well, listen, everyone, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and especially for the people that made it all the way to the end of the video. If you want to see me do more projects like this with scrap wood that I have laying around, maybe even show you how to make my planter boxes that I've been making, which are right over there. I just sold 3 of them, plus the two 14-inch by 14-inch ones. Just now, I had to stop the video. But yeah, if you like this stuff, just leave in the comments for me to make more smalls like this. especially for like kids. They love making stuff like this. I know as a kid I would have loved to make stuff like this. But thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe the video.